Thursday night. So I'm going to take a moment and kind of lament the loss of the Alabama-West Virginia series that I was looking at going to watch. Now with the SEC 9-game schedule plus a mandated Power 4 game, Alabama had really beefed up their non-conference schedule. And as soon as it was announced that they were going to 9, the West Virginia-Alabama series, no more. So it's over, replaced by everybody's favorite money game, East Carolina. We're going to pay them $1.5 million to come over to Tuscaloosa. But then you look down the line here. They've got the Ohio State series. I think that will hold. But in 28, you got Ohio State and Oklahoma State. I think the Oklahoma State series is over. I think they'll keep the Ohio State series and scrap
the networks want to keep that game.
Yeah. In 29, you've got Notre Dame and Oklahoma State. So Oklahoma State goes, they'll keep the Notre Dame game. We had Georgia Tech scheduled. Georgia Tech would be the same year as Notre Dame. I think the Georgia Tech series is done.
You're right.
Then you look Georgia Tech, Boston College. If the Tech series is done, I think they probably keep the Boston College one. Arizona, Minnesota, one of those will be gone. Probably Minnesota because Burns from Arizona. I think he'll keep that. But this is, do you want to go to Starkville for the umpteenth time, or do you want to go to Tucson or Chestnut Hill? Or
if I'm a coach, I want to go where I get that win.
Yeah.
I go to Starkville.
And so we've got the new 3-6. I have my 3 as to who that needs to be. I do suspect that we won't get the Mississippi State game. I think it's
that's who I want.
I want Mississippi State.
I do too.
But I have a feeling.
Or Vandy.
I have a feeling it's going to be LSU. I'll take Mississippi State, Vandy. We'll forgo the Tennessee game.
Well, if it's all about money, it's going to be LSU. That's been a huge game. But Auburn, I want Florida. That's just used to be
Florida, Georgia, Alabama.
Yeah, but if I'm Auburn, now the fans want it, but if I'm the coach at Auburn, I'd rather have Kentucky, Vandy.
You know two of Auburn's locks. Georgia, Alabama. You know those two.
You put Auburn, and Pat Dye used to play them, and he beat them, all 3 of them.
Right. So that third question mark, there will be those who would want Tennessee. I don't see Tennessee getting that nod. Tennessee's got the natural with Kentucky, a natural with Vanderbilt and Alabama. I think those are their 3.
Yeah, I think it's Georgia. Tennessee, Georgia.
I think the Tennessee-Georgia game goes away. Yeah.
It's a big money game.
It's a big one. And are you going? How many of these rivalries are you going to preserve, and how much?
You need to protect some of the big name SEC schools if you want to continue to get them in the playoffs.
Right. You can't just have Mississippi State having Missouri, Arkansas, and Vanderbilt as their 3. One, your ratings are going to be terrible, and 2, SEC Survivor is going to take out a bunch of. What
if they pick Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, and Texas, or Alabama, something like that? You got to kind of protect the brand, right. I think.
And the initial scheduling when they went to 12 teams was done that way. And even the last round with the 1 permanent opponent was done that way. And I know they're all looking at it in Birmingham. But, it'll shift things now for us. You're going to see less of these marquee non-conference games. Alabama's going to take 2 Power 4 teams a year for the next several years, and no, that's not going to happen.
You're going to see, so that people get used to being like NFL football. You're not going to see these 12-0 teams anymore. You're going to see coaches getting fired a lot quicker. You just added 1 more loss to half the coaches in the SEC.
What part does the networks play in the scheduling?
Oh, I think they play a lot.
Do you think that they get an okay from the net? I'm sure they do.
Well, they're getting another. Each school get another $5 million to play an extra SEC game.
Play that extra,
which I would say, hey, I'll get a booster, give us $5 million. Let's don't do it.
So now you already have in some years 5 SEC road games.
Yeah, and some years 6.
Well, you could have a 6th road game. Yeah. Depending on how your schedule works. See, it'll impact Florida State. Yeah. In the years that Florida has Georgia and Jacksonville.
No, you're right. It'd be 5.
Yeah. But take Florida. You got the Florida State game, which they'll keep. But Florida's now not going to take that game with Miami and have to work in a home and home when you already give up 1 game to go to Jacksonville.
Right.
The Florida-Georgia game in Jacksonville could be on borrowed time.
Well, they did say the South Carolina-Clemson game. You say the Kentucky-Louisville game, Georgia Tech. Those games are all saved now.
They're saved, but you won't see any additional games. Like Georgia. Right. Georgia's not going to step out and take on any Power 4 team.
I wouldn't.
No need for it.
You got to keep a home game. And if you step out, they're not going to let you. They want a home and home, and they're not going to give that game away.
And we can talk to Andy about this, but I know in talking to my friends at Auburn, Auburn wants I think it's 15 home games, over a certain period of time, just for the economic impact of that. They want the 7 and 8.
If you have any problems heating and cooling, you call Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're number one at what they do, the most honest, hardworking people out there. Locals taking care of locals. That is Stevenson Air Conditioning. Also, you want some fine jewelry, go see Russ and Amber. Where are they located?
830 Highway 77. Go there, get a free cleaning, let them inspect your jewelry so you make sure that you don't lose any of those precious stones. They also do ring sizing, and they'll fix your necklaces, all kinds of stuff. 830 Highway 77.
And I tell you another thing you better look out for, skin cancer. 1 in 5 develop it. It can be deadly. Go see Dr. Ward. Don't put it off. Offices throughout the Panhandle of Florida. Listen to Dr. Ward every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant, the best seafood, the coldest beer, the legendary J. Michael. Go check it out and have a great time. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Colin Cowherd.
Kevin Stefanski's a hell of a coach. He knows more than you do about offense. He has announced that Joe Flacco will start against the Rams. Dylan Gabriel is the backup. Shedeur Sanders is third. Dylan Gabriel's a much more kind of centered, serious kid, and Shedeur is third.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Weekdays at 1.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Thursday's weather forecast. Mostly sunny this afternoon and evening with a high near 89 and a wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight and a temperature of 74. About the same tomorrow, around 85 with some clouds most of the day except a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. Mostly cloudy in the early morning, but otherwise likely thunderstorms Saturday and quite warm around 83. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
If you spend any time at all in your yard, you're going to encounter fire ants.
We know they can ruin a party. That's why we're this area's experts at fire ant elimination.
As your certified top choice professional, we will rid your yard of these unwanted invaders. Brock Pest is so sure they'll get rid of fire ants that they offer a 1-year guarantee.
Enjoy your yard fire ant free. We guarantee it. Give us a call for your free consultation.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control. Our family protecting yours since 1968.
Looking for the most romantic night out in Panama City? Ferrucci Ristorante is your destination for authentic Italian cuisine and unforgettable moments. The candlelight, the wine, the homemade pasta. It's like a little slice of Italy. From handcrafted sauces to centuries-old recipes, Ferrucci brings true Italian flavor to every plate. It's where love stories begin and anniversaries are celebrated. To reserve your table, call 850-913-9131. Ferrucci Ristorante, Panama City's most romantic escape.
Want to know the inside scoop on your favorite teams? From the gridiron to the hardwood to the diamond. For comprehensive sports coverage, it's ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
And welcome back, War Eagle. Hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna, all you Auburn Tigers up there. We're trying to get the man, the myth, the legend on. We're working on it. Get Andy Bertram on the phone with us, talk about the Auburn Tigers. Hey, it's time, baby. It's here. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Everybody's going out to the Mosley Bay huge football game. No problem. You're not going to miss it. We got it live right here, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Listen to Andy Bertram. Go watch the ball game. Record it and watch it when you get back. And good news that the TV deal with Fox and YouTube, don't worry, you will be able to watch the Auburn-Baylor game 7 o'clock on Fox TV. They did have a short-term agreement, which is a big deal, so you will not miss the Auburn game. It'll be on TV. But we don't want to watch it on TV. You want to listen to Andy Bertram. Turn the volume down. Listen to Andy. Do we got him? All right, here we go. The voice of the Auburn Tigers, the legendary Andy Bertram. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
James, I'm doing well. I hope you guys are having a great day, getting ready for game week on the Brazos. They're doing the big blackout on the Brazos River. So Auburn will be in the all-white uniforms tomorrow. We're wearing white polos tomorrow night for our Auburn Sports Network crew.
Have you left yet? When do y'all fly out?
No, we fly out. We leave from campus this morning with the team and fly out to Waco and get into Waco early this afternoon.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Stuff. Well, Andy, hope you had a good summer, and it's good to have you back on. Unusual start, Friday night game dictated by Fox. We've got the television worked out, all of those things that were behind the scenes create some anxiety for some fan bases here. But, as you get ready for a new season, kind of give us your thoughts, not only about a road non-conference game like this on a Friday night, and kind of give us a rundown of what you anticipate as we get ready for kickoff.
Well, tomorrow night will be the first time that Auburn has opened the season on a true road site since 2002 when Auburn played at USC. And that was actually a Monday night game. On I'm guessing, my guess is that was a Labor Day weekend deal. It's Auburn's first Friday game since an Iron Bowl, one of the Iron Bowls back in the day when they played the game a day after Thanksgiving. So a lot of firsts in a while with this game tomorrow night. Auburn has played games on the road since then, but they were neutral site games. The two games in Atlanta, the game in 2019 down in Arlington against Oregon. So this will be a little bit unusual for Auburn to be playing Friday night, as you mentioned, due to the TV coverage. One guy that's really excited about playing on Friday night is Jackson Arnold, the Auburn quarterback who hails from Denton, Texas, Geyer High School. He is about an hour and a half away, according to Jackson, about an hour and a half away from Waco. And, I mean, Friday Night Lights, I mean, he was part of that as he played his high school football in Texas. So he's pumped about playing a Friday night game in his home state tomorrow night against the Baylor Bears. I think it's been a good preseason for Auburn, and, some questions to be answered fully. I think Auburn likes what it sees out of its middle two on the defensive line. And the nose tackle and defensive tackle, they love the depth that they have there. We could see 8 guys in those two spots rotate in and out in tomorrow night's ball game. I think there's still a question with regard to Auburn at linebacker. There's not a lot of Auburn experience at linebacker. I mean, Caleb Wheatland, has over 100 tackles in his career, but those are all at Maryland, and he comes in. But there's still some youth for Auburn in that linebacker spot. I mean, DeMarcus Riddick is really Auburn's most experienced linebacker in an orange and blue uniform for Auburn, but he's just a sophomore. So I think that's a question that's one of the spots I think that Auburn will be looking at in tomorrow night's game against a really good offense led by the former Mississippi State quarterback, Toya Robertson, who threw for just over 3,000 yards and 28 touchdowns last year and spent the first third of the year as the backup quarterback and moved in at the starter's role. And when he did that, that's when Baylor really took off a year ago. So a lot of questions going into this ball game for Auburn. Brand new quarterback, and is it Damari Alston that steps forward for Auburn in the tailback room?
Andy, Baylor, 6 games in a row they won at the end of the year. And, again, you talk about their quarterback play. Aranda's a great defensive coach. He's a good head football coach also, but a really good defensive coach. I'm looking at the matchups. I look at the game, I look at the keys, and come up who I think is going to win the ball game. But the key to me, can Auburn's offensive line protect the quarterback? Give him time to get the ball to playmakers. I love the matchup, Auburn's receivers versus Baylor's defensive backs. I don't think they can match up and cover in man coverage against Auburn's wide receivers. I think there's too much talent there. Am I right on that? Is that, in your mind, the key to the game? Can they protect the quarterback? Can Auburn's offensive line give him time to throw the football, give him a clean pocket?
I thought that was the key for Auburn a year ago. And too many times that coverage or that protection of Peyton Thorne broke down. And then it went south for Auburn. I think Auburn is better on the offensive line, Coach, than it was a year ago. I love the fact that Dylan Wade is at left guard, and Connor Lewis at center, and Jeremiah Wright is at right guard. Those three guys are in the spots that they need to be for Auburn. Now, you've got two new guys at the tackles, Mason Murphy, who transferred in from USC at right tackle, and Xavier Chaplin transferred in from Virginia Tech at left tackle. And those are the two new guys, but I like this offensive line. We know that until Hugh Freeze took over, the emphasis on offensive line recruiting just wasn't there for Auburn, and it showed. But I think Auburn is getting to the point now where it feels it has talent at offensive line, and it has depth. I mean, Tutal Miller can play anywhere from center to tackle. Dylan Wade can move in. I think he could play some at center if need be. Dylan Senda can play guard and center. And Tyler Johnson is another of the backup tackles. So I think they like their depth. But I'm with you, James. I believe that the key off for Auburn offensively, and this isn't rocket science, it's up front for the Tigers. It's in the trenches for the Tigers. And I think Auburn feels that it is more equipped in that area this year than it has been in some time.
Hey Andy, Tommy Samont, good to have you back with us. And a question, Andy, on Eric Singleton. How is he going to be full speed, or what's the deal with him? I know he got injury, a bruise, I think it was, a thigh bruise or something. So how is he progressing?
That's a good. Yes, I think he has progressed well this week. I think there are two game day decisions for Hugh Freeze. One of those is Eric Singleton at wide receiver, and the other is Alex McPherson at place kicker for Auburn. And I'm not sure we will know the answer to either of those questions until tomorrow, as Auburn gets ready for Baylor. And we may not know about Alex McPherson until game time tomorrow night, as he has dealt with the issue. And I mean, it kept him basically out of all of last season for Auburn. And we know how important we did not know how important Alex McPherson was to Auburn until last season. I mean, he was 2 years ago, he didn't miss a kick at Auburn. And there were some games last year, if Auburn makes the field goals that it needs to make, it wins a couple more ball games.
Andy,
so I don't have an answer with regard to Singleton. I feel good about Eric Singleton. I don't know about Alex McPherson, and we may not know until tomorrow. And we'll be watching him in pregame warm-ups as we're doing the pregame show starting at 4:30.
Andy, Jeremy again.
4 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit about the news of the SEC going to 9 games, and several of my friends there in Auburn have said, Auburn kind of city leaders even would like to have the 15 home games every 2 years with the 8 at home and the 7 away, playing a Power 4. Now, with the schedule, you're going to have 5 SEC road games in 1 year, unbalanced there. You got a non-conference game with Baylor. You're required to play this Power 4, which I'm certain will be a home and home. So there's obviously economic impacts. But then you also get into the 3 permanent rivals. What's the discussion there for kind of maybe the fan preference for the 3 teams that Auburn would like to see year in, year out?
Well, I think it's for sure Alabama, Georgia. So those are 2. I mean, those are the traditional rivals for Auburn, and Auburn and Georgia have played longer than anybody else in the Deep South. We know that story. As far as the third, I don't know. And I don't know if Auburn has a say, so maybe they do behind the scenes at this point. The one team that I keep hearing bandied about by the pundits is Vanderbilt. But I don't know if it's going to be Vanderbilt. A lot of folks would love to see LSU back on this schedule.
Yeah. I'd like to see Florida. What the Gators?
Yeah, well, okay. You'd like Florida. There are some other folks that'd like to see Ole Miss or Mississippi State back on the schedule year in and year out at Auburn. Yeah. I don't know what that's going to look like. I do think it's going to be Georgia and Alabama. Beyond the third, I'm not certain. Listen, the 9 games was inevitable. It was going to happen. Yeah, I think that they had to come to terms with ESPN for another conference game on that TV schedule, and I think it finally happened, and now we'll move forward.
Andy, I want to ask you before we get you out here today, Baylor's defense. I've been following this game. I think it's a critical game. I think Auburn needs to win this game big time. I think Auburn has better players. I do think Auburn's going to win the ball game. But as you look at Baylor's defense, and Randall's a great coach, they were only 72nd in the nation in rush defense last year. What about Auburn's running backs? Give us a little rundown. Who's showing out in fall camp? Who are the top running backs at Auburn this year?
Damari Alston has stepped forward for Auburn. Was named one of Auburn's team captains this week in a vote by the players. Let's make sure everyone knows that those 4 captains, Damari Alston and Connor Liu, Keldrick Falk and Champ Anthony, all 4 of those guys were named by the players. Damari Alston has taken the step forward. Auburn believes he is the most complete back that they have. He is the guy that will put his helmet in there in pass coverage and pass blocking. He's good out of the backfield in the pass game. And while he is not the speediest of Auburn's back, he's not slow, but Cobb's probably got a step on him in the open field. Auburn feels that Damari is the most experienced. He is the most complete back that Auburn has. With that said, I think we're going to see Jeremiah Cobb tomorrow night, and I think we'll see Darrell Robinson at some point in tomorrow night's ball game. He transferred in from UConn. So that's your 3 right now for Auburn in the tailback room. Dave Aranda is a very, very good defensive coach, but his team was 11th in the Big 12 last year in scoring defense, 9th against the rush, and 11th against the pass, and 11th in the Big 12 in total yards. Mm-hmm. So Auburn's strength is its offense. Baylor's strength is its offense. There are question marks for both teams defensively, so it'll be strength on question marks on both sides of the ball tomorrow night.
Cannot wait. 7 o'clock. Listen to it right here. Andy Burcham, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Andy, we love you when you come on. Glad to have you back. Hope you had a great summer, and we'll talk to you next Thursday, 8:15. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure, guys. Have a great day. War Eagle.
War Eagle. Andy, I love Andy. What a great guy.
Yep.
All right. You want to get out to B4 Braves, have a wonderful time. All you Mosley Dolphins, get out to B4 Braves before the game. Pat Perno, city commissioner over there, does a great job. Their wings are incredible. They got great atmosphere, TVs everywhere. Go watch all the big games this weekend at, the key word, B4 Brady's Lynn Haven. Also, don't forget about Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Get out, newbies, have a great time. If you get injured, do what the athletes do here in Bay County. Dr. Chad Mitchell, this is his 26 years covering Bay County athletics. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. Steve's Bike Shop. Kyle Vandergriff, Vandy Roofing, #1. Not even close. Listen to Kyle every Friday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back. We're going to do some picks for the college games and look at some high school football also. Be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Mornings on ESPN Northwest Florida just got unsportsmanlike.
My favorite player in the NFL ever is Dan Marino, and I do not want Lamar Jackson to be the modern Dan Marino. I don't want his career and his accomplishments to feel incomplete because he doesn't have a ring. And I think that's why we put so much pressure on him, because we all acknowledge the greatness, and we don't want to see him fall short of completing the resume.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle. Weekdays 5 to 7 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose? We can typically replace them while you wait. Hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? In many cases, we can have it back to you the next day. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport, just south of Tractor Supply. The best place in town to take a leak.
Got a scratch, dent, or full-blown wreck? Bring it to Recommended Collision Center in Panama City. From small scratches to all-over paint jobs, from fender benders to major collisions, it's Recommended Collision Center. They work with all insurance companies and offer customer pay options, too. A family-owned collision center that takes pride in top-quality repairs, friendly service, quick drop-offs, and a fast turnaround. So when life throws you a wreck, they'll help you get amended. Recommended Collision Center, 1329 Jinx Avenue, Panama City.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
Do you know who I am?
If he was the last person on Earth,
I'm kind of a big deal.
mankind would still have a chance.
We may have to repopulate the Earth.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm very important.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Give us a call if you don't agree with Tommy or Jeremy or Wildcat. I know you all agree with me, but you can give us a call, 215-6290. Well, it's great having Andy Burcham back, the voice of the Auburn Tigers. All right, let's jump into it right now. Let's go. I'm going to try to get the cupcakes first, if I can. Jeremy, Tommy, what do you guys think? Let's go Alabama, A&M, Arkansas. I think I got Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Jeremy, Arkansas. Tommy?
Arkansas.
Okay. Florida Gators. I got Gators big.
Yes.
Who they playing?
Long Island University.
Surfside, Jinx.
Might be a pretty good ball game. I think Florida, though.
The iced teas.
I got the Georgia Bulldogs big over Marshall. Kirby's looks strong.
Marshall play for half.
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
All right. Toledo, Kentucky. We're going to be closer than experts think. I got Kentucky.
Kentucky still gets it done, but the Rockets come to play.
I want to take Toledo, but I think I'll take Kentucky.
Georgia State at Ole Miss. Ole Miss Rebels quarterback. I like him. He's new. I think they're going to be happy with him. I like the Rebels.
Rebels
closer than you think.
Ooh, okay. Closer than you think.
I mean, like 4 touchdowns.
Central Arkansas at Missouri. 17 stars come back, no problem.
Missouri.
All right. Illinois State, Oklahoma. New quarterback, new offensive coordinator, new team. Oklahoma, I like them.
Oklahoma. Okay.
TCSA at Texas A&M. We all got A&M, right?
What is that, Texas San Antonio?
Yeah.
UT San Antonio, yeah.
Now, this is a big one. This is probably the game of the week. You got Charleston Southern at Vandy. I'm going Vandy.
Vanderbilt over the SoCon.
Vandy's going to win.
That quarterback's unbelievable. Penn State opens up with the powerhouse, Nevada.
Penn State.
Lions beat the Wolfpack.
Penn State. Montana State, Oregon. Oregon big. New Mexico. This is a joke. The cheaters. New Mexico at the cheating school. Professional cheating school. Michigan. Who you got? I did that to make Michigan Eddie mad.
Michigan. Yeah.
Michigan big.
Big.
Freshman quarterback shows out. All right, now we're getting some pretty good football games.
Those are just the revenue distribution games.
Let's get into this one first. I'm trying to pick out which one. And I want to break it down. Syracuse, I hear, is going to be pretty good. Mm-hmm. Tennessee's quarterback's been around, Appalachian State, other places. I think Heupel just got a new extension. His contract now will run out in 2030. He's done a great job at Tennessee. I like Tennessee in a competitive ball game. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I think Tennessee pulls it out and wins.
Tennessee gets it done. Closer, but this is a 28-17 type of game here. So,
you know what? I just messed up, y'all. Give me a second. I wrote down Vandy the wrong way. We all got Vandy. Give me a second. All right. Eastern Kentucky, Louisville. Everybody got Louisville?
Yep.
Eastern Kentucky.
Who got Eastern Kentucky?
Louisville.
All right, here we go. Man, so many big ball games. I'm trying to say which one to go next. Notre Dame. Let's break this one down. Notre Dame at Miami. Jason Kovaleski's Miami is back. Beck's the quarterback. They're at home, which doesn't matter. Notre Dame fans are everywhere. It'll be 50%. It'll be 50% Notre Dame. Randy says Miami gets it done. Who do you like and why?
I like Miami because the game's at home. Not that home field advantage means anything to Miami, just that you're going to be playing in the heat in Coral Gables. I think gives a bit of a nod to the Canes.
So Miami's back.
No.
Miami beats Notre Dame.
Miami beats Notre Dame.
Tommy?
Miami's has bought a pretty good team this year. They paid a lot of money, but Carson Beck, I don't know about what's going to happen with him. I don't know what kind of jealousy's on the team with him and how much he's making. as opposed to everybody else. But I will go. I'm gonna go for the Notre Dame.
I'm going with Freeman. I got to see it to believe it. Miami, I always think they're going to be really good. They're back, and I always get let down. I'm going to go with Notre Dame. They made the playoffs last year. They got a lot of momentum going right now. And I think they got pretty big money there also to bring in players.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
there'll be at least 10,000 Miami fans there.
Yeah, the game was going to be played at night, correct? Is it a night game or day game? I can't remember. This game is Sunday.
It's a night.
I think it's the evening game here.
If it's a day game, that definitely is going to help Miami. Look that up and make sure.
6:30.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Notre Dame. I see Miami do it. And I don't feel good about that pick.
The one thing about this one, they'll have all eyes on it, is the game, kind of like FSU Notre Dame was on that Sunday night a few years ago.
All right, let's get into the one I think is going to be maybe the biggest game all day long, Clemson. Now, all the teams going for the national championship. Clemson's quarterback's back. You got a coach that's won the national championship. He's won 2, one of the greatest coaches of our time, and that's Dabo Swinney. I really think he's a great football coach and a great man. He's going to have Clemson home ready. Then you go Brian Kelly, that's already said. And Dabo said the same thing. We can win 16 games. We won 15 in a row. We can win 16 in a row. He usually doesn't talk that way. So he feels really good about this ball club. And he got Brian Kelly saying it's the best rosters he's ever had at LSU. He says the best group of receivers he's ever had, ever in college coaching. If LSU's offense line can protect him, they're going to score a lot of points. The question about LSU is their defense. How good is the defense? But LSU has not won an opening game since in all the 2000s.
I was going to say the biggest problem with LSU is that
they can't win. Yeah, they can't win an opening game. This is a huge football game. LSU needs the game big time. Who do you like? Tommy, I'll start with you.
I'm taking Clemson. When you get over there in Death Valley, they go crazy. I mean, and I like the quarterback. And they've got some great defensive players too. They got a good defense, so I'm going with Clemson.
I think Clemson's going to be good.
I expect a very low-scoring ball game. Defenses will prevail, and Clemson will get it done at home.
I'm just going with history. You lose 5 straight years. He's never won an opening game at LSU. You're on the road.
Yep.
Dabo does not usually say stupid things, and he thinks they're going to be really good. I believe in Dabo. I'm going to go Clemson. I hate doing that with LSU, but I do believe LSU could shock the world. If LSU wins this ball game week 1, watch out.
Yeah, right.
Watch out for LSU. I'm telling you.
And if Clemson wins, punch their ticket.
All right, let's jump into tomorrow night's game. Auburn-Baylor. I'm telling you, this is Jeremy. We've heard it. He's playing too much golf. They're recruiting. And what's happened recruiting lately? They've knocked out of the ballpark. They're getting ball players committed to them right now. I'm not worried about the recruiting. Auburn at Baylor, a must-win for Hugh Freeze. He's on the hot seat. There's no doubt about that. I think Auburn just has better players than Baylor. I think Auburn's offense, you're going to see a different offense this year. They got good ball players. They're deep. They got 2 rotations across the board. The defense, they got a superstar defense lineman. You all know his name after tomorrow night. I can't think of it right now, to be honest with you. But he is a really good defensive player. I'm going Auburn. Auburn will win.
They say Auburn's administration and everything is give Hugh Freeze everything he wants, and this is the year he should do it. So I'm going to go with Auburn, too. Even though they're playing at Baylor, I'm going to go with Auburn.
Aranda's a really good coach. I just don't think he's going to be able to put the kids out there. So you can't scheme, when you don't have the talent. So I'm going to take the Tigers.
Auburn across the board. All right. Did I ask you about Arkansas? I'm putting Arkansas.
Yeah.
I think I got that. So everybody's got Auburn. All right, let's jump into I'm going to leave the biggest game for last, and that's Texas and Ohio State. So let's jump into Alabama. What's the key for you to the game? What are your keys?
Run the football, control the line of scrimmage. Do that, you'll be just fine.
The key to me, Alabama's got a new offensive coordinator. They had a kid that never called plays before doing it last year, and it showed up at times. This guy's a real deal. This guy wanted Nick Saban. Nick Saban wanted him really bad. He didn't come. He stayed with DeBoer. DeBoer comes to Alabama. He wants him to come to Alabama. He goes to the NFL, which I think helps him. I think once you get that coaching in the NFL, I think that helps your career. Tommy, I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of worried about this ball game. Florida State has nothing to lose. Nobody's giving them a chance. They can do anything they want to do. If the game's close, I think Norvell comes out pretty good because nobody gives them a shot to win. Yeah. Almost 14-point underdog. Who do you like?
I like FSU, but I'm taking Alabama. But like you say, Alabama just got too many good players. And talent's going to prevail.
I'm just looking to see what this team's going to look like. We got our best defensive players hurt. He's not going to play. He's having a surgery. What's his name? He's a captain.
Keenan.
Keenan. He is a stud. So that's going to hurt us. But if you look at the roster, you go back and look at the roster. 24/7 broke them down, and just off their high school grades coming into the program. Now, that doesn't take into account of being developed and things like that. But what they were ranked, 4 stars and 5 stars.
Oh, yeah.
The number one roster in all of college football is Alabama.
4.2.
So I'm going to go in a close game. I'm going to go Bama in a close game. And I do believe it's going to be a close football game. All right, that's we get back. We'll talk about the Texas Longhorns, talk a little about high school football. We got something going on in local church here that could really, hopefully, doesn't get out of hand. We'll have Jeremy talk about that. And this Sunday, is that right?
This Sunday.
Your school colors?
Yeah, just wear your colors, yeah.
You remember all the games are played Saturday. There might be some hurt feelings in there.
We got a schedule quirk this year. Normally this Sunday it happens before all the games start, but with the week 0 moving up here.
National Guard security?
Tommy's going to be security.
Well, you look at it depends on who wins and who loses. We might have a low attendance.
I didn't think about that.
Right.
You could.
That's why we pick it to Labor Day anyway.
Well, let me tell you something now. This is where you want to be Saturday morning. This is where I'm going to be. That Cajun place, I love Rick. Rick played for me. He runs it down there. Jan and Trudy love them. Wonderful people. If you've not watched the special about Katrina on Netflix, you need to watch it. It's incredible. And if I got time, I'll talk more about that later, about Jan and Trudy. But that Cajun place, they take care of the local people because they know in the summertime it's hard to get in there. This football season, starting tonight, especially tomorrow, I'll be there for the Auburn game, I think. But I will definitely be there Saturday morning, 11 o'clock, watching Southern Mississippi, Mississippi State, Texas, Ohio State, 50-cent wings. Yeah, I said it, 50-cent wings. And we all know how good the wings are there. All the food there is incredible. 50-cent wings, also $5 pitchers. Bud Light, Miller Lite, Yingling, and they got a brunch. So you'll be in there at 10 o'clock in the morning, 27 TVs, get your favorite spot. You get to watch Lee pick the last time. The last time Lee's going to pick a helmet. Can't not wait to watch that. It's kind of sad. But you cannot beat this, guys. Same thing, Saturday brunch, 10 o'clock, they open up, go in there and get ready to go. If you're an LSU fan, make sure you're there. But you got to have your LSU shirts on. If they score a touchdown, go to the bar and say, I want my free Jell-O shot. You got to go tell them, I want my free Jell-O shot. Every time they score, you get it. Sundays, if you're a Saints fans, they got a brunch going on Sundays at Cajun Place. They got that North Shores Jazz Band. They do it. I love those people. They're good people. They start performing at 10 o'clock to 12. Then when the NFL season starts, if you're a Saints fan, you got that Saints jersey on, they score a touchdown, you go to the bar and say, look, I want my Saints free Jell-O shot. They'll give it to you. $5 wings. That Cajun Place, Thomas Drive, Panama City Beach. We'll be there at 11 o'clock for all the big ball games. Cannot wait. Also, all you Tiger Sharks down in Port St. Joe, get out to Taco Bell before the game, after the game. They love you. You should love them. What a pair. Tiger Sharks, Taco Bell. Can't beat it. We got 3 great locations, Panama City Beach, Callaway, and the brand new one down in Port St. Joe. They love those Tiger Sharks. Listen to Tiger Shark Update, brought to you by Taco Bell, every Friday, 7 o'clock. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
You're going to give me some statistics. If you're going to tell me things about somebody that you think is good, you can't tell me playing against a 28th ranked defense at SMU just because they're in the ACC championship that Cabe Klubnik is good. So I'm going to pass on Cabe Klubnik.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays, 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Thursday's weather forecast. Mostly sunny this afternoon and evening with a high near 89 and a wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight and a temperature of 74. About the same tomorrow, around 85 with some clouds most of the day except a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. Mostly cloudy in the early morning, but otherwise likely thunderstorms Saturday and quite warm around 83. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. How'd you get your money so quick?
Hard Rock Bet's got lightning fast withdrawals.
Almost as fast as Dale Jr. valeting cars at this party.
Man, he's fast.
Hard Rock Bet's fast withdrawals have given me new motivation. Tips are appreciated.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Mom and Dad, another school year will soon be here. Students have been dressing in style and comfort for over 50 years shopping that boot store with the widest selections and lowest prices on brand name clothing, boots, and shoes with the friendliest staff. Why shop anyplace else? That boot store, open Tuesday through Thursday, 9 till 5, Friday and Saturday, 9 till 5:30, next to Bill Bird Kia, 15th Street, Panama City. That boot store, where God is good all the time.
I don't always talk to Alabama fans, but when I do, I ask for large fries. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Jeremy Pridgeon, Tommy Sandlin. Jeremy, tell everybody what's going on down at your church, man. Tell everybody where it's located, what's your name of the church, and everything.
Well, there's a long history at First United Methodist Church of Panama City to usher in kind of the start of the football season with what we're calling the Game Day Sunday, usually held before the games start, but always held on Labor Day weekend. And so we've got a lot of games being played that result in some having to come to church on Sunday, having to watch the team lost, and others having won. And hopefully everybody will do well. But we got that big one, the Alabama-Florida State, which is going to be a lot of fun. And we've got 3 services, 8:15, 9:30, 10:45. Going to have a tailgate where people are bringing their tailgate dishes and just spread it out there in their gathering area for people to come and sample what everybody eats on a game day. And it'll be a lot of hilarity. We promoted this on social media on our Facebook page. With
I like the interviews.
Press conferences here, So it's kind of teasing it all out. And the 3 of us will share on Sunday morning kind of as a post-game analysis. So it'll be fun. But come join us. Watch us on
Here's
Facebook.
the big question. We're getting calls from all over the country, and everybody wants to know this. Is Jordan going to be allowed to speak?
No.
Dang it.
He's doing well. He's off and running with fall ball here. So
You going to be there at 10:45?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's get into these high school picks. I think Arnold bounces back. They got destroyed by Bay in the big rival game. Arnold versus Providence Christian. I think Arnold big. I think they'll bounce back.
Providence Christian out of Dothan.
Yes.
Closer than you think, but Arnold gets to win.
Tommy?
Who are they playing?
Providence Christian out of Dothan. Arnold.
I'm taking Providence Christian.
Okay.
I'm over at Arnold after they would let me down.
Okay, so you got Providence Christian. Okay. Sure?
They're going to probably get killed.
They beat Houston County 45-16 in their opener.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be a close ball. Yeah.
Bozeman at Leon. Wow.
Oh.
You know, after a tough, bruising game against Holmes County, it's a pretty tall order just from a size standpoint. In Tallahassee?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go with Leon.
I do too. I hate to go.
Bozeman's home.
Oh, Bozeman's at home?
Got Bozeman versus.
All right, give me Bozeman in the upset then. Okay.
Tommy.
I'll take Leon.
Okay. All right. North Bay Haven at Florida. I think it's Florida High. North Florida Christian. North
Florida.
Yeah.
They let me down the other day.
Chipley came to town on that one.
North Bay Haven's really young this year. Really young.
So, yeah.
I'm going to take North Florida.
Take North Florida.
All right. Rutherford at Blunt. Blunt sounds like an all-star team. I got Bluntstown.
Yeah, Bluntstown, big. Bluntstown could contend. I mean, that's a special group up there, that's for sure.
Yep, they're the best.
I saw that
all
game
around.
last year, Bluntstown and Rutherford, when they played.
Yeah, they got
They
ball
must be
players.
playing in Bluntstown too, right?
Yeah, it's a return trip.
It was here last year.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big one now. South Walton at Fort Walton. South Walton, Fort Walton.
That's easy.
Who you got?
South Walton.
Yeah, South Walton's going to win that one. Bluntstown went over to
Bluntstown
Fort
killed
Walton.
them.
And, yeah, got Fort Walton.
Who?
South Walton. Bluntstown killed.
Bluntstown beat Fort Walton
28-0.
Bluntstown's really good.
Yeah, South Walton take care of business.
South Walton. Okay. Okay, I wrote that down wrong. Give me a second. All right, Destin Baker. Baker is back. Baker's pretty good.
Battle of the Gators and the Sharks, and this one goes to the Gators.
Baker and who?
Destin.
Destin.
Oh,
it's
I'll
at
take
Destin.
Baker.
Baker. I'll go Baker too. Vernon, Liberty County.
Oh my! Coach Buggs has gone over from St. Joe to Vernon, and Vernon's kind of been hapless. Liberty, though, is not the typical Liberty County. But the game's at Bristol.
Game's at Liberty, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's 14 points for Bristol. So
yellow and green. Somebody's been mean. Them flags come out there pretty quickly.
I'll take the Dogs over the Jackets.
All right, you got Liberty.
What did Vernon do last year? Last week.
They struggled. Yeah,
I'll take Liberty County. The Bulldogs.
All right. Port St. Joe Tiger Sharks at Holmes County. Holmes County got beat by Bozeman. Bozeman's, he does a good job now.
I'm going to take the Tiger Sharks in their opener.
Yeah, Tiger Sharks.
They played Union County in their opener, Jamboree, and they fared pretty well. So I'm going to take St. Joe to get it done. More speed.
Taco Bell Tiger Sharks. Who you got, Tommy?
I got St. Joe.
All right. Port St. Joe. All right, all you Holmes County kids, they're going to be upset with you guys. Listen to that.
Glenn texted in and said North Bay Haven plays NFC tonight at Tommy Oliver's.
Oh, that is tonight. Yeah, he's right.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn, you should have came in. I meant to call him back.
Yeah.
Sneeze versus who?
Sneeze versus Seminole County. Bill's got some move-ins from, remember that situation over there at, Gaston County? They had some players had to leave and not play, so I think Bill picks up. I like Sneeds.
It's interesting. We were talking about the lack of out-of-state matchups. We don't have too many of those. You got a couple this week, but not nearly as many. And Seminole County right across the line there, Donaldsonville, pretty good-sized school for Sneeds to play. Sneeds, Cottondale, tough game last week. I'm gonna take Seminole County.
I am too.
You are?
Oh, yeah. One of those county high schools gets pulled from all over that little part of South Georgia.
All right, I got Bill Thomas. All right, Freeport at J. No, Freeport's home. Freeport home versus J.
Freeport's got too much firepower for the Royals.
Absolutely.
Freeport.
I got Freeport too.
I got Freeport. All right, we got Bozeman. Did I go with that, Bozeman? Yeah, all right, the big one. Here's the big one. Bay High School at Mosley at Bay High School. At Glenn Manley Stadium. Who do y'all like?
Mosley.
Big.
Tommy, Mosley, big?
Yep.
I tell you what, I think it's going to be a competitive football game. I think we'll get after each other. Jeremy,
I'm going to watch it.
Yep. And you can listen to the Auburn game right here. Guys, this went by fast.
We got Texas now and Ohio State.
Yeah. Got who?
Texas.
Oh,
Ohio
crap.
State.
I forgot about it. Who you like, Texas?
Texas.
Who you got?
Texas.
We're going to see if Arch earns his $6.8 million.
Texas and Texas. Let me write that down. So, what about Southern Mississippi, Mississippi State?
Golden Eagles.
USM. Jerry, Tommy?
Mississippi State. God, that's a hard game there.
Who you got?
It's going to be close. I'm going to take Mississippi State.
It's at Southern Miss.
Hold it.
You're okay.
I'm going to take Mississippi State anyway.
All right, I got to write this down. Y'all all got Texas over Ohio State?
Yep.
Y'all going to be hurting. I don't think it's going to happen. All right, we are out. Have a good day. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
the game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the Sports Talk and Line play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the Man Cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the